problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Good defense, Pittsburgh. Hey, defense, press up. Check safety. Check. Press down.
That one man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Third down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, check.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm on. Check the backer, check the backer.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. Fix the outlaw. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Switch. Go.
Throwing his Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch his flat.
To throw is Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they've responded to the challenge.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And the Redskin first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jump. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They give it to Peterson. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
3rd and long.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Play action. Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On the toss play, Howard. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Go. 280. 56. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. 120!
Check 50, check 50.
Outside, solid.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz bringing it in. Jackson left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
57.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Right here.
Hey, Delta.
56, the Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. It is a 60-yard attempt here. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. this one doesn't go through, I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Push him back. Push him back.
From midfield now, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First down, Redskins.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Wild Bill. 58 to Mike.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reed. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
58, Mike.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. On the move to his left. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis. As the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Redskins 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go,
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to look deep down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 53 is Mike. Crunch time, defense. Check it out, Reed. Out.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight 15, straight 15.
Running with Howard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch out.
Running from the gun with Howard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
40, 82, 40.
Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
56. I got you, punk.
On 1st down, it's Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Kill.
Chopper.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They're still looking for their 1st touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Watch out.
Hey, empty.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch safety creep.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Straight 15.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Switch. Check 26. Hey, alert 3. Kill.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
All day, baby. 58's the money. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Redskins first down.
Hey, hold on. In your face. Check 4. Check.
They'll run on first down. Thompson, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to come back to you. Back. Check. 22, check. Over. 22, check. Let's see.
And off comes to Peterson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All day, every day, any day.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
I'm coming after you.
Ram.
They'll start out on the ground with Sproles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Man 5-7.
Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
81.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6. Let him know.
Now Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wentz now on 1st down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Let's go. Great.
Wentz to throw again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Again, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. It's complete, left side, Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 31 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Redskins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give
shotgun handoff to Thompson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Kill. Under 10, 10. Check three.
On second down now. It's Thompson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yeah, go to base. Yeah, it might be a long day for you.
Now Haskins to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Slam. Wall, get wall.
On first down, it's Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
On second and 11 now. Haskins, and that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and that takes us from second to third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Tyson. Hey, Ford Tokyo. Hey, Haywood.
Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, 57.
A give to Howard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. the play fake. Here's Haskins. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. They can't hang with us.
Throwing now is Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
56. Hey.
Wait a second.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.